We are talking incidents.
My people, another Kasala don't burst again. No, my people, make una come here to read. I beg, if una come across this video, make una share am o. Nigeria police need to hear this one o.
Let me finish talking my own.
Na justice na they dey fight for Mohbad. Make una not let another RIP come still follow again.
If you're fortunate to make the call and go through, we are here, many of us. It's an information for everyone. Okay? If you can't call through to Brekete, these are questions you should be asking. And Gurexi is here. I believe Gurexi is close to Baba. I'm directing questions to him as well. We cannot come here every day, like you said, and we are saying the same thing over and over. We need to do something, else we're gonna go on the road. And we would even question Brekete if we go on the road. What is he doing? You understand? If we don't get answers. So that's what it should be, please. No one is ungrateful here, but call a spade a spade. So that's me for now.
So can I talk now?
Okay.
You came before me. Yeah, Gurexi, go on.
Let's allow Gurexi to talk for a while, please. Let us allow Gurexi.
Papa, mute your side, see your mouth.
Well, I appreciate your concern, Chantel, and your level of agitation is well appreciated. But one thing is, you are coming up with we are coming from a very good angle to look into the subject matter. That okay, you are expecting results. What brought me up or what provoked me was that someone asking, this lawyer, this person, what has he done? He needs to come to the public and tell this and tell that. First thing first, it's not ideal for lawyers. If you call it a public, how will that person be sure that those he's talking to are not even those he wants to fight? That is, we have to be very critical when we are laying allegation or when we are criticizing. We must criticize objectively, not because we want to drag or we want to make a point out of aggression. Now, it's good that we are saying all this. And it's on this platform, when Baba has not gone to Brekete, that, they are saying, does this Baba know anything? I don't trust this Baba. I don't do this. I don't do that. Baba went to Brekete. Apart from the show, do you know the private discussions they had? Do you know the plans going on? Do you know the agreement, as in, do you know how far they've gone behind camera? When you make a show on camera, as in on camera, it gets to the attention of all the parties involved. But there are some discrete information you share. There are some strategies you're going to share that you don't want the other people to know about. Brekete, do engage Baba let me say, after every show, to tell and to make him understand a lot of things and what he should do. So, now that Baba had gone to Brekete has never kept quiet on this. An aristocrat, you as a learned person, you know when activist is involved in a matter. An activist, according to someone who called Brekete an activist or human rights fighter, and as a radio station, a TV station that is being licensed under a government, even if you want to drag that government, you have to do it within the confinement of the law.
Thank you. Right on, Gurexi.
Brekete, quite well, we've wasted some time, agreed, and everybody is to be blamed. Nobody should take any exoneration from that, as long as we are all in the camp of justice for Mohbad. We should have gone past all this, but as God will have it, well, we were being, let me say, a bit backward. But it's better to be late than never. When we got to Brekete, we thought the government was doing something. We were shouting, we were doing all we knew. And And in the process, it took like, let me say, out of this time, it took more than 1 month, up to 2 months, for this case to be transferred from one lawyer to the other. They know the reason, they understand themselves, they know the complications they face. Because when we talk, we need to face reality. We don't just criticize because we want to criticize. You can criticize for people to do something they are doing at least more properly. When Baba went to Brekete said, "Don't worry." And in his speech, one of his speeches, he said it publicly that I am not supporting this man. No, I am not supporting Mohbad's mother. I am not supporting anybody. I am looking for justice. How this boy was killed. That if later this Baba is found wanting, I will bring him, or I will take him up. He said it in one of his shows. But having said that, he saw that, okay, in order not for him to take a side, let us look at certain things. Baba, Oya, you are the one that brought the case. We are going to look at it holistically and in a way that we are not going to, that is why when anybody calls and say, I saw it on social media, don't tell me what happened on social media. Tell me what you see or how you got to know what you are saying. That what we are treating here now are statements from this Baba. Hold on, please.
Hey, you guys want amala?
Anything?
Yeah?
Yeah. So, that this Baba has brought the matter up. And he did what he knew how to do. You see, there are over 1,001 cases on the neck of this man. If you go there, from what I heard or what I noticed, you see multitude outside trying to gain access. But he gave Mohbad the attention. Baba could have been there for more than one month trying to seek attention or trying to gain access into the studio. But as God will have it, he was there for just after the third day. He was given attention. And this man took up the matter. I would not want anybody to speak down of this man, because this man, as we can be on TikTok and criticize anybody. What does our criticism do? Nothing. But this man waded in. We are only keeping ourselves abreast with information. Does anybody, well, the government will pretend as if they are not hearing because they are speaking on social media. They will pretend, despite the fact that it's getting to them. They will pretend. Now, Brekete took over the case and said, okay, within the law, it will not at the initial, without even, there are things there are venues, there are things you use before you resort to dragging the government. Let us give them that grace. We just took the case to Brekete. Brekete just took over the case. And he said, okay, he brought a minister. Go and tell the minister this. Go and tell the presidency this. A minister, he brought the minister because of Baba Mohbad. Forget all those drama. But he wouldn't tell anybody that he brought him to hear from them, to hear that. He didn't even tell that man. He staged the man. Because before that day, he decided to keep, not to attend to Baba for like 3 days. Until that very day. And after that one left, he called on the commissioner. Okay, Lagos State. Because when he called the police PRO that said all those rubbish. But one thing the man nailed that matter to is that it is Lagos State that is in charge of that case. If it is the police headquarters or the police themselves as a body are the one delaying the matter, he would have held the police PRO, he would have held him in the jungler, or go as far back as even dragging the IG. But when that one gave an excuse after his unconvincing narratives, he now called on the Commissioner of Information. He tried reaching out to Governor Sanwo-Olu, but he knew that, well, probably to reach him might be difficult, and that Sanwo-Olu was out of the state. He went to Dubai at that period. He now, at least he was able to get the Commissioner of Information, who speaks for the state, who speaks for the government, to get him informed informed of Alpha. When he called the man unaware, you saw it as, why are you calling me? Why are you putting me on live? Why would you gag me? That it was like, this is a Jew jabs at each other. That man was even telling him that he didn't call the phone. No. He said, look at them. A minister just left here honorably. A common commissioner that was picked on the streets to come and do something. I'm not interested. I was not trying to ask him of his wife or his children. It is the work, the duty that is being assigned to his office that I want to ask about. After cutting the phone, he still drag. A man called in, one doctor like that, Dr. Bello something. When that man called in, he spoke and said, Benga, Motosho is not like that. This is that. He said, well, with what the man did, I'm not interested. By tomorrow, you will hear the voice of his Oga, which means he was planning to reach out to the governor at all cost. But after a while, another person called. That one tried to speak some. Well, after like 5-10 minutes, he now said, okay, please, let me call him back. At his pride and ego, let me put it aside. Let me call him back. He placed the call on him. He said sorry, and that one too said apologized. He asked of whatever. They spoke. He said, well, the state is this, the state is that. We have been on this. The amount of money required to carry out whatever they wanted to do or they want to do has been signed, approved by the government, by the governor. This and this. That okay. He now said, for how long and where exactly is the thing going to take place? He now said, well, it was not with that information as at now. Said he should call him back probably after long hours. That one now said, I will call you tomorrow. Let me give you 24 hours. At exactly 9 o'clock, I will call you. The next day, the man still remembered to pick his phone and called. He called the commissioner. He gave the name of that place. And he said 10 weeks. Agreement. He didn't argue. He just said, okay, we are trusting you for 10 weeks. Now, one thing I want to bring out from there is, quite well, they have disappointed us in many ways. They have disappointed us because they thought our voice is not being heard. They thought our voice is just like a flame that disappears in the air. Now, when this man now took up the case, the state has been able to give us a time frame. And this man, when he said that, he even mentioned the location. He said 10 weeks. Out of curiosity, Baba's lawyer, who was listening, who even wrote a letter of consent, because Brekete, he doesn't take laws into his hand. He knew Baba already had a lawyer. He wrote a letter of consent to Brekete. That, okay, because before you can go to Brekete, anybody, one, you must do an affidavit. And if you said you have a lawyer, let the lawyer give me letter. Not only on Baba, because he is very careful not to be held responsible by the law. Not that he doesn't fight. Now, Baba's lawyer had to call the place they give and said, if we want to carry out this and this test, how long will it take? Those people said 10 weeks. They said between 8 and 10 weeks. That one now gave us a clear impression and a confidence that the state government has not done anything. They are just about to do it. That's why the commissioner was able to give 10 weeks, which is the maximum time for a fresh test of that magnitude. Get a result.
Gurasi, please. Gurasi, please. Sorry for butting in. Sorry for butting it. If I may speak the mind of everybody. You see the backstory you've given us. We know the backstory because we are all following up. 2 days ago, Andy was here and he made some information and gave us some information. Everybody applauded him. Now, what we actually need is this. We know the backstory. We've asked questions after the backstory. Now we are at the 8th week because that 10 weeks was. We are now in the 8th week. We have 8 weeks left. 8 weeks left. Now the question we are asking today is: I know for sure that you are a very honorable person and you have in-depth information. What we want to know, if we are all asking questions, we know we are at this point A. Where are we going from here? What is planned? We are not asking.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
And these
Thank you very much, sir.
Answers that we need, actually.
Yes. Thank you much, sir. I'm sorry to have bored you with my initial analysis, but why I said it is this. It's just because let's take Brekete out of it. No need of dragging that man. That man is doing his own. It is
nobody
what
wants
we
to
can
drag. No. Sorry, sir. I don't think anybody wants to drag Brekete.
This man has been.
The way they are talking is like they want to drag him. Let's be sincere. They are about dragging him. They are about dragging him. Let's talk about that.
That's what brought Mercy Idris up. Okay, that's what brought Mercy Idris up. But if you want us to just leave it, let us come for ourselves.
We don't want to drag Brekete in any way. Everybody supported
dragging him. Let's be sincere. They've started dragging him.
A fresh interjection. But when we are asking is, what is Brekete handling in this matter? What are other plans? Yeah, everybody is like more people are watching Brekete program. And people are watching it more because they know Mohbad's matter is on the case. And each time you go there and they say anything about Mohbad, people are just anxious to know what's up. So that is what we actually want to know. Nobody had the intention. I for one, I can't speak for others, but nobody had the intention of dragging Brekete. We just want to know if Brekete is taking care of this, what is the civil aspect? What are they taking care of? That is what we want to know.
According to what the man said, when he said 10 weeks, that okay, it's not going to, though it's long, but it will definitely come. He told the man, Baba, you can go and relax, and you can go and just keep your worry aside. That let that 10 weeks complete, and then we know where we are. And he discussed some of the plans. And saying further, Baba asked him, how can I do private autopsy? He said, in order not to let the government feel as if he is doubting what they told him, that let us just relax and let them do whatever they want to do within that 10 weeks. That after that 10 weeks, then he will have every right to put up his arsenal and fight the government because they have disappointed him and disappointed the whole world. Because he told them the case is no longer national, it's global. Now, that did not stop Baba from taking a step to do what he thinks is right. The Baba is willing to carry out the private autopsy. A pathologist had been consulted. When the pathology was contacted, discussed with him, they were about to start. Now said, well, because the matter is under coroner inquest, which means it's within the legal frame, we need a court order to have access and for them to give us full, let me say, should I say interjection or whatever, into the body that is being
assumed.
Sir?
I said full approval, legal approval. They will give you legal approval to carry it on.
Yeah. So, yes. So that is what they are doing now.
Hold on, sir. Let me button. Guresi, just hold on. You know one thing I like about you, Guresi? I like the way you explain things and you give the background of things for you to arrive at your information. Now, this is one of the things I will say. You've given us two information right now and now. Number one information is this. Brekete understand and is involved. But Brekete says, government gave us 10 weeks. Let's wait for them to do their dance of shame so that they don't say we don't trust them. because we call them. Now, if they finish their dance, we can now go ahead with our own, which is very fair. That is Brekete's side. Because he's also working with government. He's under the law of government. His business so that the law of government. And you said something again, which is clear. Nobody has been able to tell us these things. Or me, I've not heard it. The other one you came out with is to explain further that Mr. Joseph Aloba on his own said he still wants to do it because he wants to do it privately. And you just told us that he has taken steps to speak to a pathologist. And the pathologists have done the job. But they've looked at legal obstacles and they've said they need to get... You see, these are information people need. Not that we go today, we got this. No, these are the kind of information people need. And people will say, Baba, I've given enough information that even Brekete said he's waiting for 10 weeks. But Baba has gone ahead to organize for him to do on his own. You see, when this communication are given to people, there will not be agitation. But if it is not, and people that claim they are close to Baba will just come and talk on the surface, not give anything. You know, people begin to say, what is happening? Because the last guy that spoke on this spoke as if it's going to happen tomorrow. But you have come, you've been able to give us information. And you said, you've mentioned the obstacles along the way. And people will understand with you, sir. So, me for one, this is what I personally expect. And if people are able to get this, believe me, they continue to support you. You continue to come to them. But when you leave them in abeyance or keep them in darkness, they begin to question. You understand where people are coming from? So you can go ahead, sir. So at every stage, yes, when you are talking, we begin to flow with you. We begin to understand with you.
Sir, I want to be drilled and not to be dragged. Paparano drag.
No, nobody's going to drag.
Don't let me say me drag people. Well, you drill people, which I love so much. And you see, when you are not, you don't allow yourself to be confined in your own idea. You leave it.
You're resting.
New information you're getting.
The quick one.
Let's go.
Because he is agreeing with you does not mean just because he's agreeing with the things you are saying does not mean like maybe that makes questions irrelevant. The questions I've been asking. No, wait. The questions I've been asking, with all fairness, these are things that is really relevant. For example, now, the information you are giving, I'm gonna take you down, okay, please. This don't smoke banger now. Now, the information you are giving today, okay, whether that's what I'm saying, sometimes, right, if I don't want to respond to things, not because I don't want to respond, I prefer when I'm doing my own analysis, I address those things. I don't have case with you. I don't know you, don't know me. I don't want to have case with you. I don't know why. I don't want to have case with people unless if it's necessary, and it's not necessary. I prefer you talk to the people and just have it going. Then when you talk, do your own thing. We should not be scared, okay? I said something that day. The day I was saying that spending will return all those money that he took, people thought I was lying. I said that we all share the same followers. People who listen to me, they go listen to other places. And me, I refuse. I'm a boss of my own. I have workers working for me. I understand, business, I understand politics. I know a lot of things. I may not be showing those things. Okay, when I say real thing, I know what is real. Okay, so but I don't want to go to these areas. I don't want to again have this session whereby I'll be questioning you, trying to prove something. There's nothing I want to prove with you. Let us get the right thing done. All we are saying is this: we are asking some relevant questions, but answers are not being given, and it's leaving everybody in darkness. For example, the pathologist you are saying now, if people request to see this pathologist, I believe they will never see it. I swear. One, and this is the first time you are saying they will. Just wait. Okay, no, okay, maybe they will. Now, the discussion we had yesterday, we never hear anywhere where you say Baba has approached the court or any pathologist has approached the court. Okay, it's something, maybe because you are more of a historian. When you speak, and I understand everybody has their own nature. It's part of your nature. It's your own gift. When I see people speaking, I see their gift immediately. It's showcased on them. And me too, I have my own. Okay, we may not speak the same way. We may not carry ourselves the same way. But at the end of the day, we may be seeking for the same thing. And how we get to that thing is what matters. We talked about DNA the other time. It was, from you. I don't want to put you on some spot, okay, because it's not needed. Last week, you said by this time, next week, something magical will happen. You remember? Do you remember, Grexy?
I do.
Exactly. But I don't want to have issue with people. I want to really see that I talk about more are people that are really in charge and who understand what responsibility is. I'm questioning their duty. Baba Mohbad, Brekete, as a family, on this case, since it's the one in charge now, I want to have issue with them. I want to drag them. I want their fans or people who believe in them so much. I want us to know where we stand. Okay?
Hello,
I don't want to have issue. That's something. If you can avoid that, I think it will be good for you because I already understand the things you do. From the moment you speak to me, I know the things you do. I know where you are arriving at. I can say it. Okay, but I don't want to pin you. And I don't want to take you to an area where you may not like. So please, see what we should do. Let us just focus on those questions that people are asking. Let's try to answer those things without causing any commotion.
Yes.
Commotion is
let me just round off. It's okay. For the first time you are speaking the mind of a friend. Well, aristocrat, help me speak to Papariano. He shouldn't drag Brekete because if the man notice, the man is ready to work. He works for people and he does what God has given him to do.
They want him to drop the case. This is what I'm saying here. You people want him to drop the case?
He will keep shouting it. He will drop it. And
you want him to drop it? Is that what you people want?
Yeah.
There will always be somebody who will take.
Thank you. And he doesn't want to drop the case.
That's no. Listen. What is what doing? What is what doing? On this case alone, if you follow Brekete about 3 weeks ago, check how many audiences he has on his YouTube. About 320,000 followers. Right now, check almost 70,000 followers. Okay, there's always a mutual interest or benefit that comes along with what is well done. Whatever that is well done, there's always a slight benefit prayer that comes along with it. You don't play. You don't be like a god when you commit yourself to wanting to do something. Just wait. You give blind ears to the side talks. What our talking should not stop him. If indeed it wants to, it is for the good. We are bringing insight here. We are saying how about this thing? How about this thing?
Please wait.
There should be convincing explanation that is convincing and solid enough that any reasonable person can work with.
Papariano, Goresi, please wait. I'm coming. Papariano, I want to ask this question: Is 10 weeks more than 5 months that we've been waiting for? Just my question. Is 10 weeks more than the 5 months?
Okay, but look at the problem. Here. There is a problem attached to that. There's a problem here. The problem attached to that is this: who are we waiting for? The same government that we have been waiting for 5 months, and nothing has been done.
Okay. You just
wait. I know. No, just wait. That's what I'm saying. I said, what is worth doing? What is worth doing is worth doing very well. For 5 good months that we have been waiting, we hear that Baba has been working underground. So with that Brekete, for that, we should be saying that Baba team should be dismantled. Whatever team that was with him for all that time that the government has done nothing, and they were just what have they been doing? This is a question to the team. For example, now when you look at all the teams that has come to rescue this man, Brekete is the only one that people have given full chance without too much questioning. Where is your lawyer? Where is that? Baba has tried so many people, but people are not giving them chance. For example, Uriah came in. We don't know why he fell out. We have African television. He was kicked out. He was not given a chance.
Papariano, please.
No. You speak for more hours. You give history. You don't hit the nail on the head. That's the issue I always have with Grexy. Okay.
Papariano,
you don't hit the nail on the head. I don't all this business talk of politics. It doesn't.
All these things me
doesn't
hearing
cross paths with
seriously
me.
is for me is a little bit of distraction. To be sincere, I will speak from my own perspective. It's a little bit of distraction because do you people? I still repeat my question. Do you people want this man to start fighting the government? Is that what you people want?
This is a fight against the government already.
Okay, fine. And he has a way. Is giving the government the benefit of doubt.
No,
What
it should,
is 10 weeks? You're already
it should
in
be the
second
interest
weeks.
of the people. Their father is fighting on behalf of the people.
Papa,
Listen to what the people are saying. No. Hey, the man is not fighting alone. He's fighting with the public. He should listen to the public all the time.
Yes, he do. And
No,
he do
it's not
because
nice. The public is demanding. The public want to know what is going on. What is working on the ground?
The public is demanding. The public is demanding to know what is going on. Now, the public want him to come and start telling the public what? What do you want him to come and start telling the public?
For example, now, the public is asking, okay, why until now a DNA has not been done? Or the DNA process, why has it not been initiated? Until now, what is the land aid? Is it a lawyer that Baba don't have? Does Baba don't have people who can go through this process? Look at the certificate they talk about. Okay, they say Wunmi was with certificate. Has Baba got any probation lawyer to really go and check whether those things are correct or not? These are civil cases.
Papariano, things are done step by step. You don't rush things like this, Papariano. What do you mean?
These are things that we are saying all the time. Since September, we've been saying the same thing. Nothing is done.
Okay, now at least in 3 weeks, we are seeing the light. We are seeing the difference.
But we have to keep saying it so that people will get it.
Good, yes, you are right.
That's why
what I said. We should continue.
It's not a bad thing. It's not being done, so we are repeating. We are reminding. It's a reminder. When you don't get something, the reminder comes. So why are you fighting? Fighting with reminder means there's something hidden. There's something you're hiding. You shouldn't have to with reminder. I
don't just want us to be dragging Brekete, Papariano. This is what I'm saying.
We are not dragging Brekete. We are just saying
we shouldn't be dragging this man, please, because 10 weeks is no more than the 5 months we have not heard anything from the government.
But the same thing we heard 5 months. We keep hearing it now on the ground. We hear 5 months. All that 5 months, what was done on the ground?
No, I mean, I'm not talking about 5 months. I'm talking about 3 weeks now. I'm talking about
what
we have
5
seen
months.
in 3 weeks. We are not able to see it in 5 months.
I mean, let me tell you something. Let's say this. When something forces you, okay, and you are a wise person, you don't let that same thing fall you again. You already know the position where that thing is. Either you skip that place or you take that thing away from the road, so it doesn't force you again.
I can say that this man is a fighter and is ready to
we have to be extra careful.
Okay, but we shouldn't push this man.
It's extra
push this man the way we want to start pushing him. We shouldn't be doing that. He wants to fight this case. Let's allow him to fight it. Okay, now I want to make you an example. Wunmi team that comes here to talk. Do they give anybody any information for all this? Why? We don't hear nothing.
No, they are defendant.
What are they defending? They are defending their justice, right?
For their life. No, they are fighting for their life. We should be attacking. They are defending. We should be attacking. We should be doing a lot.
We should be giving them information. We should be giving them more information about us.
Okay, let me tell you something. If
we should be opening more information to them, right?
If a DNA case is filed already, it's a public thing now. We will know that the case is already in the court. Knowing that the case is in the court is already ongoing. It's not a bad thing now. It's not big classified information. I mean, a case is already in the court too. Okay, we are already on A2. It's already going on. Okay, and then people will confirm to see that that is truly going on, not just for mouth. Okay, and these are informations.
Papariano, there are some informations. There are informations that needs to be
brief. They call it brief
until the proof is out. Okay, there are some information that needs to be kept until the proof is out.
Wait, John, let me talk to you. I'm coming. Just 1 minute. Okay, guys, please, sorry, let's do something this way. If you all are convinced, please, wait, no. It's not for me. Forget about me. I'm nothing. I'm nobody, okay? As long as you all agree with whatever they are doing, okay? Because what we are doing right now, we are trying to see how better this thing will be. If you all already agree with what they are saying, please count me out, okay? I mean, whatever I do is really relevant. Let's just go on. Let's go on.
We are not saying we are not. No. We are just trying to tell you.
It's not about me. Man. The questions I'm raising, it's not about me. I'm not. I'm nobody. I don't want to be relevant in this case. Okay, I just want to assist in my own possible little way. So don't try to convince me or try to calm me down. Forget about me. My nonsense doesn't matter. So if you understood what is going on and the way the process is going on, let's just follow it on, please. Okay, forget about what I'm saying. So let's go on with the conversation. Yes, I mean let's peace reign. Let's go on with the conversation.
Yes, bro. I want to ask one question.
Okay, sir.
Can you give us some insight about the issue of DNA? And who is handling the side of DNA? Is it Brekete, or is it someone else behind that DNA issue? Because that is part of the issue that is causing a lot of agitation among ourselves that lead us to this side. So can you give us some insight about it?
Well, to the little knowledge which I have concerning DNA, on the DNA, you see, as Paparano tried to twist the narrative, Brekete has given the government that 10 weeks. If in the process of trying to know who killed Mohbad, if DNA issue is being brought up, he's going to do a DNA. But on the area, on the civil side of trying to see to clear the paternity of Liam, Baba took his lawyers, asked his lawyers to handle it for him, in which he will be the one to appear, he will be the one to write, and he will be the one to even request for it out of his own. That, okay, my lawyers, initiate it. And they've gotten enough grounds, which they have filed it. You see, we keep saying this thing over and over. The process might take some few time. As he quoted me, I said it quite well, very, very, that by this time next week, expect something, blah, 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 blah. I thought you approach the court and the court just issue out someone. But I don't know the judicial system, you know, how only God knows how it runs in Nigeria. But the process is on. I can confirm that. It has been. Well, I just hope they give us what we want on time. If someone will
Thank you very much. Yeah,
John, what are you saying here? There will have to be a representative lawyer from Wunmi side, okay, that will attend this summoning or this particular hearing. We will see that person. If that motion is on, we will see that Wunmi side too. They will voice it out.
Just wait a minute. This is exactly where I'm going. That is where I'm going.
I mean, what I'm saying, we don't
want the full intake about it. We don't want you to say the full detail about it. We only want it in brief, just to carry us along. This is what we want. But my question again is this: is this thing handling with Baba's lawyer, not Brekete? One, is it being carried along with the other side involved, which is Wunmi's side involved about it? Oh, what are we doing?
Hello?
Yeah.
As I've told you, it's a court will issue out a summon. When the court issue out a summon, all these things is just being let out unnecessarily. Why? Because until someone is issued out and a party is signed, that is when you can. But you can approach the court. Once you approach the court, the court will look for, okay,